adversary here, we should be able to understand how God orchestrated creation around the blood of the Lamb. Are you getting me? So that we will win over the adversary as they won in heaven. And we will win. And this is the secret that led me to study. Then what was God considering when he saw war, he saw trouble, and still brought me here? Was he too wicked to see me going through pain for him to laugh at me? Is God a pacifist that when he sees people going through trouble, then he is happy? If you are not careful, that is the way some people will tell you. If God is love, how can he be there and see people going through all this trauma? It was just some few weeks that we were told that we saw hurricane something, Dorian, whatever, swept the whole of Bahamas. And look at the map of hurricanes for this season. You wonder, why is the target that small area? Why wouldn't the hurricane go to a Greenland, where there are very few people? So even if they destroy the land, they will just destroy ice. But and look at the pain people go through. So you ask yourself, where is God? Where is God? So if you're not careful, you will be led to believe that God celebrates the happiness of people. When we are in pain, then God is happy. If you are not careful, you will be told that even God in the Old Testament took delight in his own children, killing others. See, when you go there, kill all of them. And it's in the Bible. It is the same kill them that the Muslims have taken, and they are killing the world. And they say, we are killing you for God's glory. Is that how God put up what was in his mind? And to discover what was in his mind through studies and through revelation, I came to discover that every letter of God in writing his book to us matters, especially the first letter. And we learned the first letter is the letter Bet, and Bet is the second alphabet of the Hebrew language. In our, we have A, B. They have Aleph, Bet. Aleph is their A. Bet, B is our B is their Bet. And that letter Bet should bring us to three important considerations. Say considerations. And the first consideration we studied in the first week is the consideration of security. Security. Because the structure of the letter B looks like an enclave, a cave in which somebody is hidden with only the entrance left. And the entrance that is left, according to our theology, is the place where God's glory protects. Are you getting me? So God, before he brought you into this life, planned your safety and your security and structured it around the blood of the lamb that was slain. Zechariah chapter number 9, verse 10 and 11. I'm going through all this so that you will be properly structured in having confidence in this life that you are living in. If there are enemies that are creating fire, if there are enemies that are creating storms, Zechariah 9, 10 and 11. No, 11 and 12. Take us 11 and 12. If there are enemies that are creating floods and creating destruction, by believing in God, your life can be preserved. Are you getting me? It is not everybody that was swept away by Hurricane Dorian. It's not everybody that was even swept away by the flood of Noah's time. It's not everybody. If somebody was saved, then you too, you can be saved. And if you can be saved, you must have the right understanding. Are you hearing me? You must have the right conviction. When Dorian was moving towards the coast of Florida, there were people who decided not to move out. when everybody was go, they said we won't go. We will ride the storm. They were ready to ride the hurricane. Why? They were confident in the structure in which they were residing. They were confident. One of the ladies said, you see, our house is not built with wood. She was so confident in the structure that it doesn't matter how heavy the wind is or how terrible the hurricane was going to be, it was not going to break down their building. And it couldn't. Even if, you see, if you had followed the track, the pattern of that hurricane, you would discover, I don't know how it happened, but a lot of the things that it was supposed to do, it couldn't do. It couldn't do. Where it was supposed to pass, it diverted through another line. What happened? Maybe somebody somewhere threatened it with some power. I know what I have believed. And I know that I can go through the waters, but you cannot destroy me. You see, he said, he asked for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant, I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit wherein is no water. Verse 12. Turn you to the stronghold. So there is a stronghold, a bed, an enclave, that if you get in and even you are a prisoner, you will have hope. You didn't say amen to that. You see, when you know this, your fears will die out. You will not be afraid. The devil knows, or Satan knows, but we don't. He said, ye prisoners of hope, turn it even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. Remember the life of Job. The life of Job. Job 1, 9 and 10. Take us there. Job 1, 9 and 10. Very, very important. You see, when you don't understand how secure you are in this life of challenges and troubles, that is why I always fight within myself. When I hear people say, today that you have met me, all your troubles are gone. No, not here, not here. If you want all your troubles to go, die and go to the grave. The other pattern of trouble is different from what we go in here. But as long as you are here, the enemy leaves you and goes and comes back. He leaves you for a season and he will come again. Are you listening to me? It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Don't you sleep and wake up and go back to sleep? Don't you do that? And you wake up and go back to sleep. And your life is growing. The pattern of growth in this life is always a journey between adversity and prosperity. But if you know some of these things, he said, listen to Satan answering God. Because God told him, have you seen my servant Job? You are the master of the earth. You are going to and fro, seeking whom you might devour. But he said, did you see my servant Job that you couldn't get him? And Satan knew. He said, does Job respect you for nothing? Is Job serving you for nothing? Satan answered the Lord and said, that Job fear God for naught. Verse number 10. Oh Lord, help us. Hast thou not made an hedge? Say an hedge. Look, the devil knows that he can't touch Job because there is an enclave around him. May you have a sense of that protection around your life. Amen. Hallelujah. Everybody who carries the glory of God, there is a defense over your life. Hallelujah. If you don't know, you will be destroyed. But if you know, the devil respects you. Yes. I'm telling you, anybody. He said, is it not that you have made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he had and has on every side? How many sides? So you see, none of you, no part of you is exposed to attack. If you know what you carry, have you seen my servant Job? Job belonged to God as you belong to Christ. Amen. Hallelujah. And Job had the glory of God upon his tabernacle. You have the glory of God inside you. Christ in me, the hope of glory. So if God built an hedge about Job, about his house, and about all that he had on every side, and blessed him, and blessed his hand, the work of his hands, and his substance increased, will he leave us alone? No. Put it in your mind. Wherever there is the glory of God, there is the defense of God. Isaiah chapter number 4. It's very, very important. If you know, the reason why Satan got Job was that Job made a way into his own life. Job 3. Take us to Job 3 first. Job 3, 25 and 26. He feared. He was doing everything, but he was afraid. Anytime you don't grow out of fear, the devil can get you. The devil can get you. He said, for the things which I greatly feared is come upon me. So it wasn't God who opened the door. It was his fears. And listen to him. He said, and that which I was afraid of is come unto me. So when he was offering the sacrifice, he was doing everything. There was his reason for doing it. My children may die, and some of us, that is the same thing we do. The reason we pray is, hey, witches and wizards will come. It's not about whether they will come or not. Are you getting me? Because in verse number 26, listen to Job. He said, I was not in safety. I was not in safety. So if you are not in safety, you will fear. Did he know that God had built an hedge around him? He didn't. Satan knew. So there are certain things about us Satan knows and we don't. And he laughs at us when we are jittery and we are behaving as if God is not there. He knows. He said, neither had I rest. How can God create an hedge around you and you shouldn't have rest? And neither was I quiet. That means he was praying, he was confessing, he was witnessing, but still Satan came. He wasn't quiet. He wasn't quiet like at times we are quiet. That is why when I hear people blame others, you cry, I don't hear you pray. You are too quiet for my liking. Job wasn't quiet, but Satan came. He said, I wasn't quiet. I was praying. I was shouting. I was confessing. I was doing everything. Very busy with my mouth. Not sleep because he was a prayer, but still Satan came. Tell yourself that is not the key. The key is knowledge. When you know what God has done for you, that is what will put your life to rest. And you'll be able to appreciate a lot of things from God. Don't forget this. Wherever there is glory, there is a defense. Are you getting me? So if you know you are a carrier of the glory of God, there is a defense over your life. Isaiah 4. Isaiah 4. Oh, I wish we will learn some few things before we go. Hope we are doing a good reminder of the past, of the first week. If you leave me alone. From verse number 4, I can preach the same word. The same thing 1,000 times. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughter of Zion, we are washed by the blood. Yeah? Are you following me? And shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment. You have the Holy Ghost in you. So everything that was against your life is judged, is sentenced. So nobody can condemn you. Are you following me? He said, and by the spirit of burning, we are on fire. That is why we are here. We are on fire. A lot of you should have driven home straight to stretch your bodies and get ready for another hectic hour tomorrow. I don't know, maybe more people are buying more cars and they're dividing themselves into triples and quadruples. So 4 people will be driving 4 cars to work, but it is 1 person. The traffic is becoming like something crazy is happening to America. We need more roads. Don't you believe that? But look at the expanse of roads we have. The whole world, no country has roads as America. But we still need more roads for us to be able to drive without staying in traffic. We are on fire. Say we are on fire. We are on fire. Oh, say it with confidence. We are on fire. And look at, and the Lord will create upon, listen here very carefully, and the Lord will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion, every dwelling place of Mount Zion, and upon her assemblies a cloud and smoke by fire, So that means there's going to be a sign to distinguish you from others. Are you getting God? And he said, and the shine of a flaming fire by night upon all the glory shall be a defense. How many glory? Oh, including the glory I carry, and the glory you carry, and the glory you carry. There is what? There is what? Defense. Tell yourself, I will never ever fear again. I will never fear. Why? Because of the glory, if matters come to worst, God will give the life of your neighbors for your life. Amen. You are not getting me. If matters come to worst, it has come to worst. You are sleeping, you are about to crash into another car. And by all means, somebody must die there. It will be the other person, but not you. Yeah. Isaiah 43. Isaiah 43. You are secure. You are protected. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. 43 verse now. Quickly, right from verse 1 through 7. Right from verse 1 through 7. Right from verse 1 through 7. But let's read from verse 4 through 7. Quickly. He said, since thou was precious in my sight. See, I am precious in God's sight. Please don't take some of these words for granted. God meant it. He planned them. You were chosen in him before the foundation of the world. Yes. Don't let anybody count you a sinner in God. No. Are you listening to me? Don't let any devil tell you you are too flesh to be loved by spirit. Have you never heard spiritual marriage before? Flesh sleep and spirit come to sleep with them. If they don't like flesh, why should they come and sleep with us? Don't let anybody, because you see, I'm too weak. God knew you were weak. That is why he made himself strong to cover you up. Amen. Are you getting me? Yes. He knew you were weak. The day you want to be strong, the devil has deceived you. Paul said, I take delight in my weakness so that the power of God will show himself stronger in my life. In my weakness, then I am strong. Let the weak say. It is by your saying, because you know you are covered. Yes. Covered. So God, you are precious. And he said, that has been honorable. Say, I'm honorable. Honorable. You are not a politician, but you are honorable. Hallelujah. Come on. Lord, help us. He said, and I have done what? I have loved thee. Therefore will I give men. So when it comes to worst, that the situation one must die, the other person will die and you will live. Even if you are the cause of the accident, God will take you out and kill the other person. He said, I will give men, not only one man, men for your life. If he has to kill a whole city to save your life, he will do it. Amen. He will do it. Amen. You are secured. Jump to verse number 7 quickly. Give men this, even everyone that I have called for my name, for I have created him for my glory. You are not an ordinary creation. So before you were brought here, God considered your security in the blood of Jesus. That was his first consideration, or else he wouldn't have drawn us here. Then why are we going through trouble? Because we don't know. Jesus was so confident, the storm couldn't sweep away his boat. The others were afraid. Master, carest not that we perish. Say, ye of little faith. You don't know anything. You know nothing. If you know what you should know, you can speak to this nonsense and it will stop. He just spoke to it. Peace, be still. He didn't even address us. So he said, peace, be still. I need peace, please. Leave me alone. And there, he said, what manner of man is this? This is a man created for God's glory. It will be your story. Amen. I say it will be your story. So you see, we learned, when you know you are secure, then you should know how God was now going to cause his son's delight to flourish in the midst of men. So he created the concept of the home. Humanity were not created to be like animals. Animals can live anywhere, right? Sleep anywhere. But human beings are not like that. We are home-bound beings. Home-bound beings. That is why after work, you don't just drive your car to any apartment and sleep there. That place doesn't belong to you. Are you getting me? If I come even to your house and I have permission to come there and I come there and I stay there 6 o'clock, I stay there 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, that's it. Is he not going? because home has a definition for a special group of people to abide there. Every place is not a home for everybody. A home is the place where you know the people that you belong with. Are you getting me? A home is like that. And the home is where the delight of the Son is expressed. Last week I told you Jesus' basic interest is to feel happy at home. So when he came, he was moving from house to house, breaking bread. His concept of home is about intimacy. Intimacy. Knowing one another deeply. So the homes that he frequented, he labeled the people there, the people he loved. Are you getting me? And one of the concepts that we learned last week, that in the Jewish mind, a home belongs to the woman. Because the woman is the agent of God for fruitfulness. Are you getting me? So when it comes to the home, the woman is the boss. Things changed later, which we're going to learn briefly. But the home is Proverbs 14:1. Don't forget that, women. It said every house is built by who? By a wise woman builds. A wise woman. Learn it. A wise woman builds her house. But the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. Don't build house with hands. Build house with wisdom. Are you getting me? That is the pattern of God. What you see in Israel, the home that I said belongs to the women, because women are the masters of the home. They are supposed to control the house. You don't see it today, but that is the pattern of God, and it is coming. It's going to happen again. Women, God is going to give you charge of the house. You are so precious. You are so precious that you are not people supposed to be treated for fun on the street. You don't belong to the class of animals. You are the most special of all the creatures of God. So special, even more special than men. You didn't clap. I told my brother Felix, do you know that when you were coming into this life, the only one that God, the only thing, forgive me for labeling a thing until she comes out, because once it is inside, even Jesus inside, brother said the holy thing, it was in the womb of Mary. It was a thing. See, the only thing you carried into this life was your wife. Every man carried a woman into this life, because when Adam's rape was God raped open his rape, what came out? Was it the house? Was it the car? You see, so you are so special that when God was bringing you into this world, he created a vessel to carry you. Man, he took dust. Come on. Are you not looking at the difference? Man, he took dust from the earth. Red dust. Big man formed it. Breathing is not a pure, and man is a man. But when he wanted to create a woman, God had to create a dialogue. You see, it is not good for man to be alone. When he was creating man, there wasn't any reason for creating man. He didn't say something wasn't good. No, let's make man show. But when he was coming to create you, the woman, he said, man, it is not good for you to be alone. And do you know why he said it is not good for man to be alone? The root word that means male, the last letter that means male. If you understand one of the definitions of male, manhood. If you understand one of the definitions of, you will pity every man you see around. Without you, we are like waste paper. One day I will treat the difference between male and female in the Hebrew mindset. And after that, the woman will know that in the mind of God, as far as this creation concerns, they matter the most. You were carried here. Because when God ripped Adam's rib open, who came out? And when Adam's eye opened, so wow, so I was carrying this and I didn't know. I won't let you go. So why are we letting them go now? It means we have shifted to our foolishness mode. And we are disregarding that which matters most to our lives. If a man leaves this earth divorced, he didn't carry the receipt of the substance he carried here back to God. Every cargo travels with bill of lading, right? Every cargo goes with a bill of lading. So the moment you discharge the goods, they sign it and give it to you. So that when you go back to where you carried the goods, you present it for them to see that it was appropriately delivered. And you came here, they signed, they gave you bill of lading. You discharged the cargo and you left the bill of lading. Where are you going? So if God says, I hate divorce, what is he talking about? You have dumped my precious element somewhere without any consideration for what happens to it, and you are happy. Why would God instruct men? Proverbs chapter 5 verse 18. And now we are home, right? Yeah. You see, the home is where we should find the expression of peace, the expression of joy that will make salvation a reality. Proverbs 5:18. He said, "Let the fountain be blessed. Let thy fountain be blessed." Do what? So who is he talking about in the first sentence? Man, let your fountain be blessed. By doing what? Oh, praying and fasting. By working so hard every day. By what? Rejoicing with the wife. So we are old, so now. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 9. Look at old people too. No, wait. I'm answering her. Why are you fighting? She said you are old. I'm just saying that maybe we are old. Okay, listen here. Ecclesiastes 9:9. Ecclesiastes 9:9. Okay. Proverbs 5:18 for young people. So this one for young people. This one is for cover is too young. Live how? Oh, live mournfully. Live joyfully with the wife whom thou. How many days? How many days? All the days of thy life. As long as you live. So old people enjoy. No. That is the mistake we have made. Because of the misconception that the devil has put into us. When the devil puts out the joy of the home, he can destroy everything in the world. Let me help you with this. That is the truth. In the world of civilization, every civilization that came down because the people in power maltreated the women. If you kill the joy of the home. You see, when you want to destroy a people, don't target the men, target the women. That's what the devil knew. He came for Eve.
Yes.
Kill the joy of Eve. Adam easily followed. Do you know, women, when this earth is concerned, you are called the mother of all living. Anybody who lives that doesn't respect motherhood is dead. Oh, I think I'm saying very terrible statements today. Am I saying terrible statements? What did I say? Every human being who lives on earth and doesn't respect the source, mother, and nourisher of all life, how would you live? By disconnecting from your source. The reason why religion has failed is that Satan managed to paint women as unclean, so they are unfit for the temple worship. Don't tell anybody. Keep this to yourself until you understand it. Exodus 19. Let's start from verse 10. And see, I said, don't tell anybody. See one of the foolishness of Moses. One of the foolishness of Moses. Exodus 19. And the Lord said unto Moses, please follow me. We are ending here so that we can pray. I will read here, we will read one scripture for God to make it happen. And the Lord said unto Moses, go unto the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes. Verse 11. And be ready against the third day, for the third day the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. What was entailed in their preparation? Get ready, wash your clothes, right? Wash your clothes. I'm coming. Who and who were to wash their clothes? Who and who? Who and who? All the people. Wash your clothes. Simple instruction from heaven. Now let's follow. Moses goes back. Verse 12. And thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, take heed to thyself that you go not up unto the mount or touch the border. Blah, blah, blah. He said to the people, all the people, right? Now verse 13. We're going to verse 15. There shall not an hand touch it, but it shall not leave. But verse 14. And Moses went down from the mount unto the people and sanctified